Continuing with numerical number 19. I have done numerical number 19. Now I am doing numerical number 21. This numerical states that find the rotational kinetic energy of a disk of mass, radius, and is rotating at a rate of 30 pi cycles per second. So here rotational kinetic energy means kinetic energy for rotation is half I omega square. You need to understand that here disk is mentioned. So when disk is mentioned, you need to take only one axis, that is axis about which it rotates, that passes through center. So I for the disk is mr square by 2. That is small r is given. I have taken 1 into 0.2 square by 2. So this is 0.04 by 2, that is 0.02 kilogram meter square is the moment of inertia. Now omega required is 2 pi f, that is 2 pi f. So it is 2 into pi into 30 pi. On solving this, kinetic energy is equals to half into 0.02 into 60 pi square whole square, half I omega. So on solving this, you will get the answer on solving this. Let me check whether it is correct or not. I have to check the answer. So it is 0.01 multiplied with 63.14 square. So your answer is varying. So it is around 354.9 joule. So check your answer. This should be the answer of the given question. That is why I am checking this answer. Now next is numerical number 24. Numerical number 24 I am discussing now. On the page 430, 3 particles of masses m1, m2, m3 are placed at the vertices of an equilateral triangle. So this is an equilateral triangle. This is an equilateral triangle of side A, M1, M2, M3 are placed at vertices of an equilateral triangle of arm A as shown in figure. Find the moment of inertia of the system. This is the axis of rotation which is passing through half of the base. Find the moment of inertia of the system about an axis taken along the height passing through M1. Because this is an equilateral triangle, it will pass through a vertex, it will cut the opposite side at the midpoint. So we need to find this side. This is also A, so this is A by 2 and this is also A by 2. I need to find moment of inertia about this axis passing through M1, so M1 will be neglected, point of M1 will be neglected. So the moment of inertia is equals to m1 into 0 plus m2 into a by 2 whole square plus m3 into a by 2 whole square. See, I have to take the mass from mass and the distance, because here distance is 0, so it will be 0. So here what is common? A by 2 whole square is common. I am taking m2 plus m3 multiplied with a by 2 whole square. So this becomes m2 plus m3 a square by 4. This is the net moment of inertia through this diagram. I hope this diagram is clear to you all. We will not consider this distance because we have to consider perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. So the answer is m2 plus m3 a square by 4. Now next is numerical number 30. After 24, I am doing numerical number 30, or you can do, okay. Let me do numerical number 30. Numerical number 30. If you face any doubt in any other numerical, please feel free to ask. Now numerical number 30. Find the moment of inertia of a disc. Again there is a disc of radius 10 centimeter. Thickness is given, mass is not given. Thickness is given as 5 millimeter, which is 0.5 centimeter. And having density as 8 gram per centimeter cube. 8 gram per centimeter cube. About an axis passing through its center of the disc and perpendicular to the plane. So here radius is given, thickness is given, and density is given. You are supposed to find the moment of inertia. So for moment of inertia you need to have mass and this radius. Radius is given. So here moment of inertia of disc is mr square by 2. But mass is not given. Mass is volume into density. Volume into density. Volume, because it is circular disc, pi r square into thickness into density. So here pi means 22 by 7. R is, I am not changing the units, converting the unit, because at the end you can change the unit. Mr square into thickness 0.5 into density 8. So this is mass, which will be in gram. So I now can be calculated as 22 by 7 into 10 square, that is 100, into 0.5 into 8. This is mass into r square, that is 10 square. On solving this, moment of inertia is calculated as 6.28 into 10 to the power 4 gram centimeter square. This is moment of inertia in CGS system. You can convert that in kilogram meter square by converting gram into kilogram and centimeter into meter. Now the last numerical which I am going to discuss is numerical number 34 for this chapter. Numerical number 34, again on page 431. This is numerical number 34. If the angular velocity of revolving wheel is increased by 100%, angular velocity, let initial angular velocity is omega. Let initial angular velocity be omega. Then the question says, if the angular velocity of revolving wheel is increased by 100%, therefore after 100% increase, now new angular velocity is equals to omega plus 100% of omega, that is 2 omega. This is new angular velocity. The question is find the percentage change in its angular momentum. The first part is find the percentage change in angular momentum. So as you all know that moment of inertia will remain same. Angular momentum is directly proportional to omega. This is for the initial part. Initial. Now new angular momentum becomes 2 omega, that is Jn. Now change in angular momentum, that is Jn minus J, that is 2 omega minus omega, and then delta J by J into 100, which is percentage change in angular momentum, which is equals to omega upon omega into 100, which is 100%. So change in angular momentum will be 100%. Now the second part is important. This you all have to do. This you all have to do. I will give you the third part also as Google form question for the attendance. So let me go with this. The second part is you have to write the answer. I will start only. The second and third part will be your Google form questions. Solution of Google form question. Second part is find the percentage change in rotational kinetic energy. Percentage change in rotational kinetic energy. This you need to find. This you have to find. Now the initial kinetic energy will be half I omega square, which is directly proportional to omega square. Now the new kinetic energy will be 2 omega square. Then you have to find percentage change in kinetic energy, which is kinetic energy new minus kinetic energy old upon kinetic energy into 100. This is your answer number 1 for Google form. Now the third part which I am going to give you is what is the percentage change. This you have to solve. Find the percentage change in angular momentum if kinetic energy of rotation increases by 100%. This is your Google form question answer number 2. This you need to solve by yourself. I will not solve it. You have to solve this. So this second and third part of last numerical which I have done will be given as physics attendance Google form. You will fill the answer, solve it. In this case you will get directly by putting the values. Here you have to solve in the third part. So second and third part will act as Google form question for physics attendance. So this is all in the rotational motion. If you face any numerical problem, any doubt, please feel free to ask. I am solving for the students, those who are asking for it. Next, we will start with new chapter, that is gravitation. That is second book of your course.